to McCormick, to the hole with a two-hand foul.
That little guy amazes me every game.
They want you to take shots. I want you to make shots. Welcome to the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Toyota. The Tigers sport a 5-game win streak with big wins this past week against Kentucky here at Auburn Arena and on the road at Arkansas.
It's a good week. Yeah, Saturday for College Game Day was so special, Andy. When I left ESPN and took the Auburn job, I had told those guys, I said, my goal would be to get you guys here someday. And Reese Davis remembered me having that conversation with him. He probably said, "Yeah, sure, Coach." And I may have felt the same way. I'm happy for Auburn. I really am that we got those guys here. And then to follow it up, and win in a place that I guess we go to Arkansas, 4-21 in the last 25. So yeah, it was a good week.
Tigers came from behind to win that Arkansas game. A big day, as Coach mentioned. It was Outlive Day as well for Auburn, for Kentucky. We'll talk about both of those wins as we continue on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Toyota.
The Auburn Basketball Review is presented by Verizon. One family, many unlimited plans. And by the Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine.
We all use our cell phones very differently.
Why the French family chose Verizon.
So she's always on social media.
He's always watching sports. Someone's video chatting her friends. My parents are getting older, so knowing that I can get in touch with them at any time is really comforting.
Grandma, you're on TV.
Wow, what channel?
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like plans your family can mix and match starting at just $35. So everyone gets the plan they need and Disney Plus on us. Plus one of our best phones when you buy one. That's Verizon.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Checking account is not just about free. It's about freedom. Freedom to save without worrying about a monthly service charge, to access your money whenever and wherever you want. Freedom to experience the power of an easy-to-use award-winning app.
Your sister.
My sister. How can I send Laura money? Cool.
Or freedom to know you can count on people you trust. Opportunities await for those who choose freedom. BBVA, creating opportunities.
Welcome back in the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Toyota. Well, this past Saturday was a very big day. It was Outlive Day. Game Day was here. Oh, and by the way, Kentucky was here as well. I was one of the men that went upstairs and had the prostate blood screen. And there were a lot of folks that took that opportunity.
Yeah,
Coach.
and they tell us about 100 guys came up there and got screened. And if the math is about right, then we're going to have about 8 or 9 men, and I pray to God you're not one of them, but we're going to have about 8 or 9 men that are going to find out that their number was high and that there's a likelihood that they've got prostate cancer and begin treatment. And the best way to outlive that is to do exactly what we just did, and that's detect it early. And so, we just thank the Mike Sly Family Foundation and the Alabama Urology Center for their volunteer work to come down here and help us be safe as part of our Outlive program.
Great crowd on hand for College Game Day, came back for the game as well. It was a terrific day, just a terrific
atmosphere at Auburn Arena.
It was special, and I guess got to tell you, I'm grateful, to be able to work at a place where I could first have a chance to play against a team like Kentucky, one of the most heralded programs in that environment. It gives you a chance to win, and our fans were incredible. Our kids played hard, they played physically, and it was a good win.
Let's take a look at the highlights presented by Truckworks.
Have you ever heard an Auburn home basketball arena like this one right now? Tap control by Kentucky. Lobs it for Wiley. Up with the right hand. Baked it in. 9-5 UK. Just under 18 to go in the first half. Higgins lost the handle. Auburn ball. Okoro with the steal. Gets the ball to Purifoy. Left side for Samir. Dottie left wing penetrates on Montgomery. Goes to the hole and got fouled by E. Jenkins quickly up the floor. Drives all the way to the hole and throws it right to Wiley. Auburn the other way. Samir Dottie left wing. Three ball in the air. Good!
He's feeling it. He's playing great outside. He's driving the ball. He's defending well.
Out of there comes Maxey on the drive. Oh, he walked, and it was blocked out of bounds by McCormick.
What
How
a
is
block.
that walk not called?
What a block. Some things for us. Let's run some offense.
He drives down the lane against quickly to the hole. He scores. For D'Angelo. Low post, Dowdy. Samir leans in with the left hand and scores. Picks it up to the top, D'Angelo. Head fake. Down the left side of the lane. Lobs it up there and scores on the left side. First bucket of the day for D'Angelo. Drives on D'Angelo. To the basket. He blocked it. D'Angelo blocked it. Picked up right side. Purifoy three. Got it!
What a play.
Tigers by two. Top of the circle, Okoro drives past Richards to the hole off the glass. Didn't get it. Tapped up and in. Auburn takes the lead. Wiley gets the bucket. 44-43 Kentucky. McCormick drives to the hole. Wrap around go. In the AU free throw line. Dowdy up and under. It was blocked. Wiley got it back and put it in with a foul.
When he's there.
Do something, Javon. Bounce pass. Okoro, three ball right wing. Good.
Got it.
We're tied.
Good patience. Good patience.
Samir Dowdy does not have a field goal in the second half. Into the corner, Purifoy three. Switch!
That'll get him out of that zone. I was hoping he'd attack that corner.
Isaac against Brooks. Crossover between. Step back three. Yes!
And they fouled him.
Crossover, drives past Brooks. Off the glass, he didn't get it. Up and in by Wiley!
Lord, I love it.
Auburn's gonna beat Kentucky. Count it down with us. 10 seconds down. Auburn will win. 5 seconds to go. Auburn just dribbles it away. Auburn 75, Kentucky 66.
A big win for Auburn basketball, to be sure, over Kentucky. Hit free throws down the stretch, shot the three ball well in this game as well. And Kentucky's a very, very good opponent. You walk out of that game, though, I mean, you got to feel good about your ball club.
Well, I felt really good about the Austin Wiley's play. He was dominating, rebounding the basketball. He negated Kentucky's advantage on the inside, which is really hard to do. I thought Isaac Okoro's defense on Ashton Hagen was outstanding. We got some really good. Samir was scoring the basketball, and Anthony was again doing so many different things. We got a lot of different combinations from contributions from a lot of different players. And yes, we did. I thought physically we stepped up to out-rebound Kentucky, particularly in the offensive glass, was important. And it was just something for us to build on.
You've talked about this in the past, that it seems like a different guy steps up for every ballgame, that continues.
It does, and I think that's what makes us difficult to scout. I think that's what helps you have a healthy locker room, is when different guys are making plays. Jamar Johnson had a couple of 50-50 balls, a couple of rebounds. He drew a couple fouls on Ashton Hagens that were game-winning type plays. You may not notice it in the scoreboard, the box score, but they make a difference. And so that was extremely, positive. But again, the one thing I was glad about is we celebrated, but it wasn't like we, cut nets or nothing like that. It was a good win and over a really good team, and then it was all, it was on to business the next day off to Arkansas.
Yeah, you're only halfway through your conference schedule. It's great to celebrate that win, but that can't be the climax of the season.
No, it can't, because look, as you look around this league and you see how competitive everybody is, when the best teams can beat the worst teams, as we've talked about all year long, and it's playing out. We just got to continue to work, get better.
Big trip to Arkansas coming next on the Auburn Basketball Review, presented by Toyota.
Good lunch.
Get 0.9% APR for 60 months on a new 2020 Toyota Tacoma. That's just 0.9% APR on the Toyota Tacoma.
Power runs in the family. Toyota, let's go places.
Auburn's going to beat Alabama. War Eagle indeed on the plains.
You've been hearing a lot about 5G, but there's 5G.
And then there's Verizon 5G.
We're building the most powerful 5G experience for America.
It's more than 10 times faster than some other 5G networks.
And it's rolling out in cities across the country.
So people can experience speeds that ultra-wideband can deliver.
1.7 gigs here in Houston.
1.8 gigs here in frigid Omaha.
Almost 2 gigs here in Los Angeles. That's outrageous.
It's like an 8-lane highway compared to a 2-lane dirt road.
This is Holding Court, presented by Yellowwood. I'm Brad Law, and today we're holding court with Isaac Okoro. Isaac, thanks very much for spending some time with us. Let's talk a little bit about what brought you to Auburn. What was it about Bruce Pearl, this program, that made you want to spend some time playing here in the orange and blue?
Auburn recruited me at a very young age, 9th grade, I think. So, they just stuck with me since then. With my recruit, I always focused on loyalty. And that's what Auburn had. The coaches always showed love every single day. They always told me how I can get better as a player and how to fit in on the team.
All right, you're known for your tremendous defense. What is it about? What kind of mentality, what kind of thought process do you have to be a lockdown defensive player in this league?
You got to have a strong mindset. Some games, there's good people that score on you. There's very talented offensive players in this league, so people are good at scoring you. So you got to know how to just come back, just lock them up every other possession.
All right, on the floor, are you a talker or are you not a talker on the floor? Do you have any trash talk to the opponent, or do you keep it pretty clean?
I don't really trash talk. My trash talk is just me showing you what I can do, basically.
You've had some moments where you've shown the fans what you can do as well. Does any 1 or 2 moments stand out from your time at Auburn so far?
Pretty much the Vanderbilt game where I had my dunk on the Vanderbilt defender. Auburn fans really haven't seen it a lot from me. That pretty much my high school side came out on me that day, so I still have more to show.
All right. If you weren't playing basketball, what would you be doing?
That's a tough question right there. I really don't know. I'll probably just be trying to start my own business or something like that, or just sing, because that's one of my hobbies I like doing.
All right, you like to sing a little bit. All right, give us a song that you like to sing.
Probably probably some Adele or something like that, or just some P&B rock, just a little R&B music.
All right. Everybody watching knew he was going to say Adele first, right? All right. Favorite spot on the floor to shoot from?
Probably the corners.
The corners? All right, why is that? Any particular reason?
I feel like my shots are just straight on the corner. I practice most of my jump shots from the corner, so that's why it's easier for me to shoot from there.
All right. Tell us something that you hear BP say every single practice. What are you going to hear if you come to an Auburn practice?
Just stay right and stay ready. Everybody's going to have their opportunities. Every game's not going to be your game, so just stay right, stay ready, and play hard.
All right. Appreciate you spending time with us today.
Thank you.
Isaac Okoro on Holding Court, presented by Yellowwood.
The Auburn Basketball Review is presented by Verizon. One family, many unlimited plans. And by the Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine.
Auburn's going to beat Alabama. War Eagle indeed on the Plains.
Welcome to Plainsman Park, where anything can happen.
Left side, base hit. Auburn wins.
Where dreams come true.
A 15 strikeout night. Tanner Burns shuts out Cincinnati.
Come experience it yourself.
You may know Auburn, but do you really know Auburn? We work hard, dream big, and soar past today's limits to the possibilities of tomorrow. Auburn, if you thought you knew us, think again. War Eagle.
You can kiss that ball a goodbye. And the 1-2, a big strikeout, Lexi Hanley. 1-1, lifted in the air, deep to left, and the Auburn Tigers walk off with a 12-4 victory.
Welcome back on the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Toyota. Coach, you mentioned at the top of the show, Arkansas has traditionally been a very tough place for Auburn and a lot of teams to go and to win. You fall behind the 11 points, less than 7 minutes to go in the ballgame and find a way to win it in
like
overtime.
5:59 on the clock and we're down 11, and I'm just not sure it's going to happen. You know, we've just come back from a miraculous win over Ole Miss. Part of it was our depth, Andy. I mean, we're playing 9 guys. Arkansas was down Isaiah Joe, their second best player, and they just got fatigued at the end. We kept coming at them. We didn't panic. You know, it was a great come from behind effort. You know, real team victory. And I thought one of the keys was when Javon McCormick got his shirt ripped and he went from 5 to 55. He became twice the player that he was when he was wearing 5. I want him to wear 55 the rest of the season. I don't know whether he will or not. But it was really good to see, you know, Javon play so courageously, make big shots, big free throws, and a great team victory.
Highlights from Arkansas next, brought to you by Truckworks.
Adrio Bailey will tip it up against Austin Wiley. The tap is controlled by Auburn, and we're underway at Bud Walton Arena. Nolan Richardson at court. Rebound tapped up, comes to Arkansas. Witt shot is blocked by Wiley, who got a rebound out to the left side. Dowdy. Samir at the free throw line, down the lane, gets bumped, puts it up and in. Witt Jr. drives on Wiley, put it up. It was blocked by Okoro. Samir in the left corner for 3. Good. Samir, crossover, left wing 3. Good. Now to Flanagan, left corner 3 ball. Okoro, he got it. Here's Auburn the other way. Flanagan to the hole for Auburn. Puts it in and gets fouled. Into the left corner. Down to the baseline. Sills throws it away. Here's Auburn the other way. Okoro with McCormick. McCormick to the hole. He lays it in.
Oh, what speed.
12 to shoot for Auburn. Steps into a 3 ball and knocks it home. Underneath McLemore. Jams it with the 2 hands. At the top, Okoro penetrates that zone, spins to the hole, and scores. Or rather, McLemore to Dowdy, who drives. Folds one up there and scores.
Got fouled.
Rebound underneath Arkansas. Jones throws it down the lane. Silla. No, as he goes to the hole, and the first half comes to a close. Rebound tapped out, and it comes to Okoro. He shoots a 3 to tie it and scores. Okoro the other way. Auburn has numbers 4 on 3. Bounce pass for Purifoy with the reverse and the left hand, he put it in. Guarded by Adriel Bailey.
He cannot
Blows
guard.
past him to the hole with the left hand. Oh, he got it to fall as he went down on the play. 43-41 Auburn. Samir Dowdy penetrates to the hole, up and under and in. Rebound tapped out to Dowdy. Into the corner, D'Angelo for three. That's good.
Got it.
Purifoy off the left side to McCormick at the top. Gets a screen, lobs it underneath for McLemore, and he taps it in. Well, if there's a comeback, it better start in a hurry for Auburn.
It will if we'll just get a good look. We have not been patient.
Okoro, nice pass underneath, and McLemore wraps the shot up, and it goes in.
All right, got one. Now get a stop.
Ant to the right side, McCormick.
They're defending Okoro.
And Javon knocks home a three. Right wing Purifoy, low post for Okoro. To the hole, good.
He can make that. Now get us a stop.
Purifoy, low post. McLemore turns and scores.
All right, now get a stop without a foul.
Rebound, McLemore pulls it out of the sky. Chance for Auburn to tie it. McCormick down the lane to the hole. Layup is good. We're tied at 66.
All right, get a play going now. We're taking a lot of time here.
They're in a man. Javon straightaway three. Good, Auburn leads. Sills down the lane to the hole. It's blocked. Rebounded. McLemore blocked it. 9 seconds, 8. Drives. Down the lane. Okoro the hole. Good.
Get back.
Right wing for Jones. Launches a three. It's no good. Rebound Auburn. This
Gonna
one's
win
over.
it. Gonna win it.
Wins in overtime. 79-76.
Boy, Mason Jones just had a terrific game. Scored 40 points. The second time he scored 40 points this season. He came off of a 30-plus effort in his last game. He was tough to stop, and yet your ball club found a way to win a game. Samir Dowdy, 23 points, and again you hit free throws in that overtime period. Very, very similar to what you had done a week earlier in that double overtime win against Ole Miss.
Yeah, look, it's the key to winning on the road. It's the key to winning close games is being able to step up to the foul line in crucial times and be able to convert. We were able to get the ball downhill and drive the ball to the basket. And Arkansas is very aggressive. They lead the league in steals and they play aggressive, very handsy defensively. They let them strip and rip, a lot and come down on us sometimes, and we didn't get a whistle, but sometimes we got enough to be able to, to be able to do that. I thought defensively we had spurts where they didn't score for periods of 5 or 6 minutes at a time, and I thought that was, obviously a key to the basketball game. We dominated the boards, which is what we're supposed to. You add it all up, and we get out of Fayetteville. And I don't have to go back there again this year, which is an exciting thing.
2 straight times, 2 straight games now. I failed to mention the rebounding edge against Kentucky. That was huge, especially on the offensive glass. But this team is really rebounding well at this point.
Yeah, it is. And I think the other thing that jumps out at me is, everybody makes such a big deal about the home court advantage Auburn has, and I certainly want to celebrate that, and I'm grateful for it, and we brag on the jungle all the time. But sometimes they say it like we can't win on the road. Well, we've won 3 SEC games on the road, and they've done against good opponents. Sellout crowds virtually now, every time we travel. And it was great to see Eric Musselman get that Arkansas program going again, having them excited. It was kind of fun for another SC coach to recognize the job that they're doing. The barn is back, Bud Walton Arena was jumping, and that's good for our league.
Take a look at Auburn's next games, but first, This Week in Auburn Athletics, brought to you by Geico Insurance.
Free checking account is not just about free. It's about freedom. Freedom to save without worrying about a monthly service charge, to access your money whenever and wherever you want. Freedom to experience the power of an easy-to-use award-winning app.
Your sister.
My sister. How can I send Laura money? Cool.
Or freedom to know you can count on people you trust. Opportunities await for those who choose freedom. BBVA, creating opportunities.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Welcome to Plainsman Park, where anything can happen.
Left side, base hit, Auburn wins!
Where dreams come true.
A 15-strikeout night. Tanner Burns shuts out Cincinnati.
Come experience it yourself.
Welcome back to the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Toyota. 2 straight home games for the Tigers. It all starts with the first place team in the SEC. LSU comes to town off of an upset loss at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, it's just
that makes them even more dangerous.
It does, and you know we knew, we talked about this being moving week. You know, with the games we had against Kentucky and Arkansas, LSU in first place, and then Alabama coming in on Wednesday. And so we were going to either put ourselves in position to compete for a regular season championship or not. We talked about it last week. I mean, just like it. And I always like keeping it real with the players, being 100 and honest and open. And I want them to be able to respond to the pressure. LSU is, along with Mississippi State, the 2 best rebounding teams in the league. Their best shot is their second shot. Their first shot's pretty good too. Very well coached, very physical, hard to guard. They will put 5 guys on the floor. It's hard to not think that LSU doesn't have the best starting 5 in the league because, you know, they've got so many pieces that, you know, each one of our matchups is going to be challenged. And that's going to be my message to my ball club is we're all going to be challenged. And so let's see where we're at.
Auburn then will host Alabama on Wednesday here at Auburn Arena. Does the game there play a factor in your mind when they come here?
It probably does because I would say that, you know, obviously coaches, when you play somebody a second time, you know, I played my cards the first game. Coach Oates played his cards the second time. He played a better game than I did. He had a better hand than I did. And so I would imagine they're going to try to do some of the same things. We couldn't stop Kyrie Lewis from getting downhill. We couldn't stop, them getting to the rim, so on and so forth. We got to find a way to do that. And if we can, we have a chance. They'll go to some other strengths that they have. But obviously it's important for us to beat Alabama from a rivalry standpoint, as well as just one step closer to continue to put up good numbers against good clubs to build our resume.
LSU is first, 11 o'clock start. We're on the air on the Auburn Sports Network on Saturday starting at 10:30. For Coach Bruce Pearl, I'm Andy Burcham. Thank you for watching the Auburn Basketball Review presented by Toyota.